Gary obviously needs no introduction. He's written a couple of books, right? 60-plus books.
Yeah, I don't think we could. Yeah, we can count all the books.
Obviously, a New York Times bestselling author. Did that video series years ago, Gary.
Yes.
What was the title of that series? Something about keys.
Hidden Keys to Loving Relationships.
Yeah, 900,000 copies of
Sets.
of 18 videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again. 900,000 sets of 18-plus videos.
That's what TV does.
What an amazing thing, though. But when you think about Gary, obviously his name is synonymous with love, relationships, and marriage in the church. And so, Gary, thank you for what you've done for us. We're going to talk a lot this morning about just some Smalley gold. I mean, what's God taught you? What are the nuggets? And when you've mined back everything that you think separates everybody and everything that lasts. But, Gary, just tease us a little bit about what God's put in your heart.
Well, I think that as I look over my life and my family, my 3 kids and now 10 grandkids, there's some things that stand out as being really, really key for us as a family. We're still very close and still in love with each other. And we've gone through our normal stuff of, conflict.
Everybody does.
Yeah, when they got older. And I turned my ministry actually over to my 3 kids 10 years ago. And that was what I felt I should do. Huge mistake. And my
Really?
wife told me ahead of time, this is a mistake. This is not right. And she couldn't actually verbalize it in ways where it really communicated to me. But I was done because I'd spent the 80s and 90s doing the things that I wanted to do and I felt called of God to do, and they were all done. And so I didn't have any more dreams. And what really happened to me is that for me, now this is just me. I mean, most people can handle money. I cannot handle money. My big gift, my skill with money is buying high and selling low.
Oh, I found a soulmate.
Yeah, that's it. And so I was trying to manage the rewards God gave me in the 80s and 90s, and I was just messing everything up. But I was trying to manage it and trying to manage homes and things that I invested in and stuff like that. And what I did was that I was so consumed by it that I walked away from the rewarder. I didn't have time. And so I could feel God leaving me sort of like towards the end of the 90s, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I thought, this is how foolish I am and stupid I am with money. But I actually thought, well, maybe if I go back into debt, that'll motivate me to get, something new happening. And so I built this home and thought I'm going to get a mortgage on it, stuff like that. And that didn't help at all. It didn't do a thing. And so I just, in other words, I was a mess, and I was stressed because my kids, I raised 3 strong kids, and they all wanted to go in 3 different directions. And so that's when we started stressing out and getting into conflict. Because they elected Greg, my oldest son, middle child, as the president. And then they began to work him over. Oh, my gosh, yeah. So Michael, my son Michael, and my daughter Carrie and her husband, and there was 6 of them, that were husband and wife, So.
And God took all that, Gary, and has sort of set the deck.
Yes.
And there's new passion, new vigor.
Oh, yeah, because
and a special calling right now.
You can't walk away from your calling. And I'd lost the clarity of all that stuff, and now everybody's in their own ministry, everybody's doing what they wanted to do, what God's called them to do, and I got recalled back to ministry, and if we have time, I'll get to share what happened.
Well, we got a bunch of breaks today. I mean, what we're going to do is mine out principles like honor, how significant safety is in a relationship.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about anger and the
right.
peace.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk more about his passion for the word that really has come up in his heart, and where Gary's going, where his kids are going. You'll be really encouraged with what God's doing.
Spirit FM, uplifting, encouraging music from Casting Crowns. It's their latest Glorious Day.